This is the vlog where I hate everything I read. Hello. It is very cold, and I very much do not want to leave my house. It is 27 degrees, and I know that it could be colder. I know that there's like 97 feet of snow in Buffalo, and this ain't Buffalo. But I'm cold, and I don't want to do it, and I don't want to go to work. But I have to pay my bills. You can see the breath. I did manage to get a bunch of writing done in that writing sprint. I think I got almost like 2,500 words written, which for some people is not a lot, but for me, like, I kind of max out around there. I don't think I've ever broken through 3,000 in a day because I just think my brain stops working. So that's coming along. I didn't do much this morning, but at least got like a couple more words on the page, and I feel like I wrapped up a scene, but I may have rushed it, so I can go back and beef it up. But yeah, we're gonna try really hard to get these last like 15,000 words done and get to the big epic finale of book 1 so that I can call this first book, why am I always spitting, this first book a wrap, and I can start figuring out book 2 while I edit book 1. That'll be fun, having both of those going at once. You know, reading, I'm gonna listen to You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty on the way to work today, and to and from work today, because I just kind of want to read that. Yes, happy Monday. Welcome to week 4 of NaNoWriMo. We're gonna do a quick Tuesday update. It's Tuesday, right? I think it's Tuesday. I got home really late last night from work, or early this morning. I don't know, depends on how you want to slice it. And I was supposed to work this morning, but they flexed me down for 4 hours, which was wonderful because I was exhausted. Do you think that I did anything, like, I don't know, worked on writing anything? Nope. Finished a book I was reading? What did I do? I tried to nap. It was a meh nap. Read some more of my Junji Ito that I'm working on. I am almost done with these stories. I am there. And played some Stardew Valley and ate. And mostly walked around the house asking Jesus why the sun has to be so bright. Because why? Why does the sun have to be so bright? Some days, seriously, the sun needs to back off. I'm going to go to work now because they do need me today. They just didn't need me in the morning. So I am going to go to work and hopefully not be there till late again. But we'll see. I don't work again after today. I don't work again until Saturday. But then I'm basically out all weekend. So I want to get through today so that I can have some time to actually get back to writing and reading and all of that stuff. I'm going to try to finish You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty on the way to work because, boy, am I really enjoying this book. At first, I was kind of like, whatever. It's not like my favorite Akwaeke Emezi. I don't think it's going to be my favorite, but I'm enjoying it. Once she got to the islands and met the dad, if you've read the book, you know. Once we got there, I was like, Silver Fox. I'm here for it. I also have another piece of book mail coming today, which is a doorstop, which is a why did I agree to this? But I'm doing it because I get to do it in joint misery with other people. Buddy read for December, so I'll show you when it arrives tonight. Hey, we don't have to wait till I get home. It has arrived. I am in the Discord for Katie Books because you've heard me talk about him a bunch, and I just really enjoy him. I enjoy the Discord. It's a good time. They are reading this in December, and I said I would join because also Naomi wants to read this. And it was like, okay, worlds colliding. Let's read the stupid book. And one of the things that just kept talking about was how square this book is. It is very square. It is remarkably square. So this is Kin, my Miljenko Jorgovic. I don't know if I know I didn't say that right, but I don't know how I'm supposed to say it. And this is a Croatian, translated from Croatian. It is a doorstop of a book. This is a classic of anti-war writing and is a warning about the immense human cost of following those who would have us hate others. Sprawling narrative spanning the 20th century that looks into the dusty corners of the author's family's past, illuminating them with a razor-sharp eye. Ordinary, forgotten objects, his grandfather's beekeeping journals, a rusty benzene lighter, an army-issued raincoat, become the lenses through which Jorgovic investigates the joys and sorrows of 3 generations. Kin is in part an ode to Yugoslavia, taking us through the devastation of the First and Second World Wars, the Cold War, then the Bosnian War of the 90s, through changing borders and perspectives, through social rituals at graveyards, through long walks within the labyrinths of Sarajevo. He and his own modeled memories. Jorgovic renders it all in candid detail. Thank you, Fayetteville, Arkansas. I think I see why this is not in your library anymore, because I just, not to be rude, but I just don't see Fayetteville, Arkansas being like a big borrower of this. I guess, I wonder if it would really be this chunky if it wasn't so square. Oh, it has pictures in it too. But in the back, there's actually... Oh, okay. I'm getting like more intrigued by this as we go along. Hopefully I enjoyed the writing. Now that we're in the car, the son is like, actually, bitch, I'm gonna hide now. Now that you don't want to sleep and, you know, go to work and you need to wake up, I'm gonna hide so that you feel sleepy. Because the son's a bitch. It is technically Wednesday. I've lost track of time. I am home from work, clearly, and had some wine. And I finished You Make a Fool of Death with Your Beauty, and this man, may we all be blessed to have a man this caring and wonderful and complex, and oh, he even goes to therapy. He goes to therapy. She suggests therapy, and he's like, you know what? Yes, you're correct. This is a lot to process. I know he's not real because of that, but like I want him to be real. Also, I'm convinced that Akwaeke and Emezi, they can write anything. There is a world of difference between this and this. And pets outside on the bookshelf. I'm not going to grab pet. A world of difference in subject matter, in type of sort of story, in genre, age level, everything. All expertly crafted. Write nonfiction next. How about a collection of poetry? Do you want to just do like multimedia art as a book in a coffee table book? I will buy that. Like, I will buy anything you create from your little brain, big brain, from the thing between your wonderful ears. I will buy anything that you manage to put your little genius fingers and brains through. It's like reverse Solomon. Like, I would like to know how your brain works. I wish I could study it like I'm David Attenborough watching wildlife. Because my brain doesn't do that. My brain doesn't think like this. My brain doesn't create like this. My brain is not capable of this. It is definitely not capable of this. Auto buy. 100% auto buy. Fangirl for life. I'm awake now. I'm assembling my things to get my day started. And coffee is brewing. I realize I have to go to the grocery store on the day before Thanksgiving. Did I say this last night? I don't know. But I feel like I made a major tactical error in that department because I should have just had Jesus go. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make apple pie or pumpkin pies about 9 o'clock. And I think I'm going to have my coffee and maybe finish my Jinjiito. And then go to the store and pick up stuff. Making pumpkin pie is a lot easier on me. I just need to make pastry and then fill 2 pie pans. So I think I might do that because I'm assuming that tomorrow at some point I'm going to go see my mom. I don't know. We haven't really talked about anything. And I think on Friday we're going to see Jesus's family. I make 2 pumpkin pies. I get 2 crusts out of a pastry recipe. That means 2 pumpkin pies, 2 different Thanksgivings, done and dusted. And I usually make a bourbon pumpkin pie because we're going to Christmas, and once it starts getting to Christmas, everything needs booze in it. So all my boozy baked goods will start coming out. So I think that's a good plan. Thanks for coming with me on that. I'm going to try a peculiar Peril, which I'm thinking about it, and I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, wait, I didn't like Glory because of the anthropomorphized animals. I'm struggling with, I think it's a snake fell from the sky or something like that. I'll try to put a graphic up. Because, again, like, talking animals. Different, but talking animals. This, I think, is also, like, talking animals. So, like, am I just torturing myself? I don't know. I'm hoping that, like, oh, there's also talking vegetables in this. I'm hoping because it's Jeff VanderMeer that this will be weird enough that it won't matter to me. Like, I will just be like, okay, yeah, in this world, there are shocking vegetables. But then also, I was talking to KD Books about that book I recently reviewed that I found through him, Peach. And why am I okay with, like, the whole being stalked by a sausage, your boyfriend being a tree, there being a teacher that's a custard, that, like, there's a man that's a potato that, like, actually makes himself into fries. Like, why is that surreal, just absolutely bizarre world fine? But if you give me an Animal Farm, like, story, I'm like, absolutely not. Straight to jail. Like, why? I need to find a pumpkin pie recipe. And pray that there's still pumpkin pie stuff at the grocery store. Did you just bark and sneeze? Hi. Hi, baby. That's my sweet boy. Did she try to play with you? Did you try to play with her? You did, but she's too young, huh? She's too young. Yeah. Alright, let me get some pants and I'll take you out. Can't go out. She's asleep, sure? No. Okay. I survived the grocery store, but let me just tell you, if you don't know how to use self-checkout, and it's the day before a major holiday that, like, everybody's gonna be celebrating, can you just go to a regular checkout line? Like, it's just better if you go to the regular checkout line. Like, I get that you're trying to be self-sufficient, but just don't. I have stuff to make pumpkin pie. If Jesus doesn't have bourbon, we'll find something. He usually has bourbon. Yeah, now I'm gonna go home. I have not read a damn thing because why would I? Why would I read something? I just watched videos. I caught up with some YouTube people that I follow. I had some coffee. I walked the dog 17 times because Mercy wants to go for a walk like every 5 minutes when I'm home. I don't understand why they do nothing when it's Jesus, but when it's me, they're like, I want to play, I have needs, I need things, and I'm going to cry and cry and cry until I get them. Are human babies like this? Because I did get, and I'm going to try to make some sort of concoction. So I got this like plant-based breakfast bowl thing that had like plant-based sausage crumbles, tater tots, I think, or like cauliflower that looked like tater tots, but whatever, tater tots, and cheese and egg in it, right? Super tiny, super expensive, fancy, stupid, frozen thing. So I bought myself some tater tots, eggs, cheese, and like vegan crumble, and I'm gonna try to make myself a bowl. And I wonder if I can make them, that might be what I do Thanksgiving morning. If I can make them and have them be good, can I freeze them? Can I make them ahead of time? So, thoughts. So that's a creation that's going on in my head. I'm sure there's a recipe somewhere. I'm sure this is not novel and I could just look it up. But I didn't look it up and I'm going to figure it out on my own. But, so I'm going to try to do that. Because I was thinking, like, if you got, like, a whole, like, I could probably make, like, in, like, a really large muffin tin, almost, stuff, right? Because, like, you make eggy bites. What if I just fried the tater tots and the crumbles and mixed them all together with the egg and then topped them with cheese and put them in little things and then you can have, like, 2 of them. I don't know. I'm having a thought while I'm driving. Hi. I finished Frankenstein, and I enjoyed the collection of stories at the back, and I did enjoy Frankenstein in general, but it's not my favorite collection of Junji Ito. But the last couple stories are about his dog that passed in like 98, and I really loved those like quick little strips about that. I thought those were great, so I'm gonna put this up on the shelf. I'm debating taking a little nap because I'm kind of tired, and then getting to work on the book. I still really like Junji though. It's just not my favorite collection. And now I need to figure out what collection I'm going to get next. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Hi. It's still Wednesday. I think I've added like approximately 40 words into my manuscript, but it's about 5 o'clock. Well, it's like 4:45. I'm going to jump on some live streams tonight to try to do some writing sprints to get a lot of words done, because I basically have to write somewhere around 2,000 words every day if I want to hit 75. But what I started to do was I started to make it Word read my text aloud. And oh man, somebody had mentioned this somewhere that like definitely you need to read your text aloud. Like make the AI read it to you so you can hear how wrong some things are. So I've been doing that. And my favorite thing that it's picked up so far is that I was trying to say that my character's legs were shaky like a newborn foal, but I wrote foul, which then like set me down a moment of severe questioning of whether or not I ever knew how to spell foal. And I most definitely did. Like, I knew it was wrong and I knew how to fix it, but I definitely had to do the what do you call a baby horse, because they now had second guessed my own ability to like understand English and the difference between chickens and baby freaking horses. So that happened. But yeah, so otherwise I think I'm just gonna try to write for as long as possible tonight. I might make myself a cup of coffee, or like, yeah, I think I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee. And then I'm just going to hunker down and write for the night to see if I can get like how much writing I can get done today. And the same's gonna have to happen tomorrow. I may have to take a break to make pastry, but like otherwise, you're shaking because Mercy is sniffing the tripod. But otherwise, that's it. I feel like this was a really uneventful day with a lot of updates, which is weird because I like, literally like haven't done anything today. I took a nap and I picked up groceries and I ate food. Tonight I just need to write. So I might be up very late. I will try to remember to update you before I pass out on a word count. But right now I'm starting at 60,179 words. If I could write 3,000 words tonight, I mean, that would be killer. Mercy. Are you ready to write, Mercy? Are you ready to write?
Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull.
All right, it's like 7:30. I have found that dictation is the shit. Okay, I have written in about 2.5 hours, approximately 2,100 words. We are still sprinting. We are still going. And I learned that if you tell the dictation in Word a curse word, it just puts in asterisks. Word, you're approved. I will give you guys a final word count for the day when I'm done with this, but I'm feeling like really energized. I like when I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone, auto zone. Let's go. Let's go. Hello. She's very comfortable. It is like 11:15 on no, it's not Halloween, Thanksgiving Eve. Full disclosure, I am on my second glass of wine, which there used to be a time where like a glass of wine would not get me silly. We are not there anymore. Anyway, so we're on our second glass of wine. I am currently sitting at, in word count, 3,218 words, which is the most I've written to date in Nano in one sitting. So that's exciting. Dictation's everything. I made the pastry for tomorrow, so I have pie crust in the fridge chilling so I can make 2 pumpkin pies in the morning. Yes, Mercy, we'll make 2 pumpkin pies in the morning. And I started a peculiar peril which I'm not hating. I'm 3 chapters in, and I was listening to it sort of intoxicated while making pastry, but I'm not hating it. It's kind of giving me the whimsical vibes of Glass Town games, which I still need to put that final review, like that full review on the channel. It's kind of giving me like that kind of vibe with the anthropomorphization of things. Like it has gone whimsical and fantasy. And when you go whimsical fantasy, I can get on board. When you try to make it like a literal world that just happens to be filled with anthropomorphized animals, my brain can't. It can't. This so far, I mean, 3 chapters is that much. There's a lot of book to get through. There's a lot of chance for this to just get super weird. But I mean, I don't know. It's also my first Jeff VanderMeer. Is Jeff VanderMeer my author? I don't know. We're gonna find out. This is an experiment that we're not gonna probably figure out this week or in this vlog. This so far is the only thing I'm reading that I'm truly interested in. It has hope. I've hoped for this.
Is there any hope, Gandalf, for Frodo and Sam?
There never was much hope.
I'm gonna try to dictate a little bit more, see how far I get, and then see what I actually dictated while slightly drunk in the story. But I'm dictating a scene with a completely unhinged character that prior to this, yeah, we didn't really know he was unhinged. So it's just fun to like take all like the masks off and make this character super unhinged. Like I'm having a good time. And we're gonna, right, I'll throw like a graphic in with my final word count. Editing Alyssa can do that. Current Alyssa's gonna drink and just dictate unhinged things. I know I said I was gonna put in a thing when I was done writing, but I'm done writing. I can't write anymore. My brain's dead. 4,000 words. Best day yet. But like, look at this dog. Look at her. Do you see how, like, this dog lives the fucking life, man. This dog has she is in a pillow, blanket, nest of goodness. I don't think any of my other dogs have ever been as spoiled as this literal bitch right here. Can we go to sleep now? Morning, happy Thanksgiving. I am making that breakfast I thought of. I have eggs, I have 2 ramekins, I have mostly cooked sausage patties and tater tots. I'm going to cut up the sausage patty. I'm going to whisk in a little bit of sour cream into the eggs and top everything with a little nacho cheese. And then bake it for like 10 to 15 minutes. And I know I said I was going to use vegan crumble, but I didn't. I know it has clumps of sour cream, but they'll melt into the eggy. That should all melt down into a really nice little breakfast bake for the holiday. Let's see how these do. I know the sour cream looks a little bit unappealing, just like lumped in there, but it usually does melt down and gives the eggs a nice flavor. And I just flavored eggs with like salt, pepper, garlic, and onion because I didn't really know what else to do in this trial run. I'm hoping that like there'll be more flavor with like cheese and stuff like that. I made my coffee. I'm going live with Emily at 9 so that we can do writing sprints. So it is about 7:30. I'm just going to make sure that we have breakfast and then I'm all set up. I also, if you saw my unplugged unboxing, you saw that like I got a gaming mouse out of that, and I've been looking for a new wireless mouse, and I was like super psyched when that came because I literally had been looking for it and had it in my Amazon cart and all that. And then I put together the rest of my Amazon cart, which is the new keyboard, a Switch game, something else. Oh, a new like USB-C, USB hub thing so that I can put all these peripherals into my what's it called? Into my MacBook. I set it up and I've had it there for a while, and I decided that if it went down in price on going into Black Friday, I would do it. It went down quite a bit, and I just bought it. So Wednesday, I think they said my keyboard will be here. So like after Nano, it sounds like, but hey, I'll have a new keyboard for editing, so that alone makes me happy. We're gonna have a good morning. I'll still make the pies, which I'll do after sprints, and then I'm going to call my mother maybe right now and figure out what's going on. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call my mom now and see what's happening this afternoon. That's what we're gonna do. You know what? They don't look half bad. Hopefully they taste good.
Take a train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you. 'Cause you're my home away from away from being alone.
One pie for us. One pie for tomorrow. I spent the early parts of the morning doing writing sprints with Emily Reads, and we got to, what did we get to today? It's not like a big writing day, but I don't expect it to be. I wrote like 4,000 words yesterday, right? But today I wrote about 1,700, and I feel like that's good for me. I'm happy with that for the holiday, and I've got about just over 9,000 words left to write. For my arbitrary goal of 75. I'm coming in on the end of the story. We are like rapidly approaching the end here, and I definitely need to spend some time mapping things out. It's not going to happen today. We are relaxing today, like a freebie day. We thought we were going to have to go see my mom, but like she has plans that we can't really tag on to because of like allergies and stuff like that. And honestly, like Thanksgiving, as you guys could tell, has been up in the air for us this whole week. So it just is. I think my mom thought I was working, like everything was confusing. So we're just hanging out, the two of us. We've had a really relaxing day. I haven't been vlogging any of it because it's really just our own day. I've been playing a new video game on my Switch called Cozy Grove, which was just relaxing. I'm really enjoying cozy games. I'm finding them very like calming. I did my writing, and I'm going to eventually read some more of A Peculiar Peril because I'm really curious. Now that I haven't read it in a few hours, I'm really curious to know what's going on in the story. I've also got our dinner going. We're going to have a really simple dinner tonight of pulled pork from Butcher Box because we really like their pulled pork and it's super easy, and it was the thing that was going to take the least amount of preparation and with thaw the quickest when we realized we weren't going anywhere today. And we are going to have just like roasted potato and or like baked potato, actually, not even roasted potato. I'm going to try this smashed Brussels sprouts recipe that I stuck in the Discord, and I can try to remember to put it down here. But if not, join the Patreon. Shameless plug. Join the Patreon. We have a little recipe link there for things, and we're gonna have pie. I made pie this morning. I think I showed you my pies. I showed you guys the breakfast bakes I made. They were good, but I would suggest originally I cooked them for about like 15 to 20 minutes. I think they should be in like that size ramekin, like 20. Yeah, yeah. Is something wrong? Why are you calling my name? Do you want to be in this update for the vlog for the week, or?
No, I was asking where to get that Pokemon.
I'll look at it. I don't think it's open for purchase yet. I think first Akwaeke goes to their like subscribers, which I'm not a subscriber because I'm not rich and I have not been chosen off of their wish list. Like you have to like get in queue to get a spot on their subscriber list, and then at some point, it's very complex. I love you dearly. I don't know how to even begin to get those Tracy Dreamer books. The Akwaeke books. What did they say?
There's nothing there.
Yeah, because like I don't think they open to subscribers. I don't have my phone up here. Look, it's finally doing it, babe. I wasn't getting it to do that before, and it makes me happy. Wait till my keyword comes. It's gonna be a fucking kaleidoscope of colors up here. Wait till I break down and I get a gaming computer just so I can Twitch stream my cozy video games. Anyway, I was saying, I think for the eggs, I would move it up to like 20 to 30 minutes in the oven at 375 instead of 350, which is where I originally started. So it was initially sort of a bust because I had to like put them back in the oven and cook them a little bit more because the eggs were still just a tad runny, but ended up being fine. We're just gonna continue to chillax. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If I write any more, you'll find out tomorrow. If anything happens, you'll find out tomorrow. Tonight and the rest of tonight is just about us hanging out. And Jesus is coming up because Owl Crate is coming out with a 5th anniversary edition of Strange Dreamer, the Strange Dreamer duology, and I really, really, really want it, but I'm not on like Owl Crate anything, so I mean, who knows if I'll ever even get it, because who knows if they will sell it or not before it ever gets to non-members. So
아침에 눈을 뜨자마자 느낀 설레임 Blossoming 향기로운 달콤한 햇볕에 노인거리는 꽃 같아 다 보고 싶지 않는데 말하고 싶지 행복한데 빨리 사그라들까봐 어떡해 그날부터인 것 같아 내게 가까이 다가와 좋아한다고 말해 꽃 내 맘에 피어가네 Oh blossoming
good morning, happy Friday. We have second Thanksgiving today, so I'm just trying to get some plotting done because we are in the final scenes of this first book, and I need to work out how I'm going to get my characters from where they are to where they need to be in the final scenes. I think I've cracked a few things. I just need to write them and see if everybody behaves. I'm still not really into anything I'm reading right now. Peculiar Peril is like fun, but also I don't know what the hell is going on in it. It definitely reminds me a lot of Glasstown games because, you know, you've got Bonaparte in there and he's like not Bonaparte, historically accurate. There's like weird alternate worlds. It's strange and kind of punny at times, but also like I just literally have no idea what's going on. I don't have any call to read it when not writing or plotting. I've just been playing my Switch. So I started playing Bear and Breakfast, which is more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So if anybody has played that and has any tips on it, I think I'm finally starting to get it. It's just the tutorial wasn't very helpful. Some of like it's hard to navigate basically. All the panels and stuff. I don't know. Something about the buttons it's not making sense to me. And then I've also been playing Cozy Grove, which I love, but you literally can only play one day in the game each day. And if you finish all of your tasks, then like you have to literally come back the next day. That's annoying because I really just want to binge it because it's so cute. But anyway, so I need to figure out what I'm going to read. I think I might get back to Hockey Hotties, read the novella and book 5 because maybe that's just all I can like focus on right now is like a frivolous romance, and when I'm not so like deeply entrenched in Nano and everything else, I can try to read something maybe a little bit more intellectual. I don't know. I'm gonna keep working on this plotting and I guess I'll check in later. I don't know when I'm gonna end this vlog, so we'll see. Hey guys, we are back from Thanksgiving dinner. My extra light is charging, so we don't have any good lighting in this clip, but I don't really care. It is Friday night. We both work tomorrow, so I'm just going to settle in. We got home early because for some reason, which is not normal for Jesus' family, for us to start dinner super early. We did, so we're home super early, and it's very strange, so I have like all this time to do stuff. So I have a bunch of stuff. I packed up my Florida Furies bag and brought down some goodies to play with. I said before that I'm not sure about this book. I'm like 8 or 9 chapters in. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I might read a little bit more, but again, I think I asked once in a short, but no one's ever said anything. I've never heard anybody talk about this, and I have a feeling that I'm just not going to like this book, and I may have to put it down, DNF it, maybe never read it again, unhaul it, because I'm just not sure. It's not that I'm really having some sort of viscerally negative response to it, like with some other books that I've DNF'd, but it's just, I don't know, I'm not connecting. I know I said before we left for dinner that I was thinking about doing Hotties. So if I do another chapter or so in this and I don't like it, and I decide to DNF it, I have a tropical hat trick. So short little novella. This goes in between books 3 and 4. The other thing I brought down, because I was just sent book 3, which just came out, and I have never, ever, ever read this author, and they're super prolific, and they apparently are writing a fantasy series, and it's, I believe, complete now with book 3 coming out, and that is The Dragonheart Legacy by Nora Roberts. So I had book 1 that I thrifted at some point, probably with Naomi. If I have the audio for this, I might cycle this in as my driving book for tomorrow, so I can finally try Nora freaking Roberts. Plus I have book 3, so if I like it, I just have to find book 2. I also really like how well it's done, and the end papers in book 3 are really pretty too. So thank you to St. Martin for sending me book 3. So that's kind of what reading looks like. Writing is all prep work today. I don't know if I'm going to write any words today, but I got through a bunch of plotting. You guys saw those clips. There's a few things I want to add in certain areas I already know I want to add in, so hopefully that will flesh it out, because I know fantasy really needs to be traditionally a little bit more than maybe more like 80,000 words, so we'll see. But I did get, and this is for something I want to get into, let me take the plastic wrap off, doing more in 2023. So it's almost the end of the year. I'm thinking about things I want to be better at, things I am looking for 2023. And one of those things is I want to start doing daily tarot, because I've always been fascinated by tarot. I watch a lot of people who do tarot, and I wanted a deck, and I want all these beautiful decks that I'm like, Alyssa, you don't know what you're doing. So I found these. These are learning tarot cards with keywords, planets, zodiacs, chakras, and chakra meetings. And I ordered these the other day. And I think that these are really the perfect cards for me, because so here's your Fool, and it tells you what normal and reverse meanings are, and it gives you all kinds of other little things. So there's yes, no, maybe. So if you're answering questions, it's just a short sort of brief meaning of what it means. So the Fool is, it's time to embark on a brand new beginning, and then it gets more specific with it being right side up and reversed. I feel it'll be nice to take a moment every day and do pull 3 cards. One of the things I want to do is get back to journaling. So I was journaling. I was trying to do 30 days of journaling. That didn't work because of vacation and a bunch of other things, but I do want to get back to journaling, and I think I want to mix it up. I think if I stop and I do a 3-card pull every day, and then if there's anything I want to reflect on, I can. When I do writing sprints, which I want to do more of in 2023, I want to make sure that there is a moment in the beginning of every sprint where we do a writing exercise. We use a writing prompt and we just free write for 5 minutes, and then just kind of dump stuff out, whether you want to follow the prompt or prepare for the session, whatever it is. So I just thought this would all be good ways to spice up journaling, so that I'm not so, I don't know, so I just don't get bored, so I actually commit to it. So I'm really excited that these came, so I'm going to play with these a little bit over the next couple days. Very excited about these. That's really it. I'm making tea because my throat kind of hurts and my stomach I ate too much. I'm indigestion. I need to get another one of these night shirts because this one has to go in the wash, and I don't have another one to wear, and I need more. I filmed an ASMR response video to a creator that I follow, that's an ASMR creator, doing my Rebecca collection, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to put that up obviously before you see this, so it's just a little fun, just little fun times. For now, I'm going to settle in for the night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, good morning. be Saturday. I woke up late, but I slept, which is nice. Usually Marcy doesn't let me sleep, so it was nice that she did. Anyway, so I do work today. So I brought down my headphones so that I could try to dictate a little bit for work, see if that speeds up and I get more than like the 100, 200 words that I usually write before work. It's just after 8 now. I have coffee. I have about 50 some odd minutes basically to dictate and see what I can get down. And I have to check my schedule because I feel like I only have one actual day where I can write, like free day. And I wonder, like, why did I do this to myself? Like, I knew I was going to do Nano, so what did I do? No, I didn't screw myself. Okay, so ending of November, I have Monday off and I have Wednesday off. So I have 2 full days without commitments to finish the 9,000-ish words that I think it'll take for me to get to the ending of this story. So I feel a lot better considering I had a day where I actually did 4,000 words. I think I can do this. I think I'm gonna pull some tarot this morning before we start writing. I just want to give you a reading update. This is the vlog where I hate everything I read, or I just don't care about everything I read. And it's sad. I'm not in a reading slump exactly because I still want to read. Like, there's things I'm interested in, but in general, most of what I've been picking up has been lackluster. I started the new Darcie Little Badger book. I just returned that audiobook because I'm not saying no to it, but I'm saying no to it right now because I just don't think that with the headspace I'm in that I'm going to do that book justice. So that's just, we'll return to that. I have DNF'd A Peculiar Pound of Peril. I do not believe that I'm going to return to that unless somebody can convince me to return to it. So it'll probably go up on Pango. I still have to film an unhaul so you can get everything in it. So you guys can see everything that I'm unhauling. I feel like I got to finish the book When We Were Trans. I think that's whatever this trans nonfiction book is that I've been listening to. I might finish that today on the way to work because I would like to finish it. It's interesting. That's the only book that isn't disappointing me right now. And then I did find the audiobook at the library for the first book in the Dragon Heart Legacy by Nora Roberts. The prologue, I read the prologue and like the first 1 or 2 chapters. The prologue I didn't hate. It was kind of, there's a fae and he has to do some sort of task. There's some sort of competition to become like king of the fae, I guess. And he wins and that's that. And then I'm assuming that guy is her father. And then you go to like the present day. Whatever, this girl that's a teacher finds out that like the dad who abandoned her has been giving her money and putting it in this account that her mom's been managing and hiding from her, and she's basically a millionaire. She has no idea, so she's like, screw this, I'm not teaching, I'm going to go do what I want to do. And that was all. She got coaxed into doing all of that by her gay best friend because she needed her gay best friend to tell her that she should stand up for herself. I think I understand why okay. If for some reason Nora Roberts ever sees this video, I'm not shitting on you, Nora Roberts. You have a remarkable career, but I think I understand why you can write as many books as you write in a year, because the amount of cliche in the first 2, 3 chapters is honestly outstanding. Who knew that if you just write incredibly cliched stories, I know her books have to be formulaic to some point because how else do you churn them out? I mean, then you're gonna churn out like 6 or 7 books a fucking year. Like, you're just gonna have to. I mean, they're looking in the front page of this book. These are the series that she's written, just the series. These are just random ebooks. This, I don't even know what this long ass paragraph is. Oh no, these are just ebooks, more ebooks in a paragraph for some reason. These are all the J.D. Robb books that she's written. Ignore Hemi. Random anthologies. Yeah, she definitely has written a lot of freaking books. And I think if you write in a formulaic, cliched manner, I just have this feeling that you two could potentially churn out as much work as Nora Roberts. Could you have her career? Probably not. I don't know. I'm not hating it. But anyway, I also read the first chapter in Tropical Hat Trek, and this is going to be fine. It's going to be a frivolous read. I guess I'll update you later when this is done. This is where I'm at.
I might be hooked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to